back to my channel where we are taking our love for dance to the next level. And more importantly, welcome back to another dance entrepreneur tips video here on my channel, where I kind of give you guys some information to help you really conduct yourselves as dance businesses and get the most out of your dance career. And today's video, we are going to be debunking some myths, you guys, okay? More importantly, dance business myths that I really feel are holding dancers back and are preventing us from thriving and being truly successful in the dance industry that we live in now. So basically, it's time to kill all that negative noise. And if this is your second or third or fourth time watching one of my videos, then have you subscribed yet? You should be subscribed by now. I have a ton of dance content here on this channel, an entire playlist of dance entrepreneur tips, my choreography, all kinds of stuff. So if you haven't, go ahead and subscribe. And in the comments down below, if there's a belief that I miss that you really feel is holding you back, let me know so that I can maybe do a part 2 of this video. And once you've done all of that, then let's get ready to jump into these 5 dance business myths. The first dance business myth that I really think is holding dancers back from being successful is the belief that you have to have a lot of Instagram followers in order to make money. Right now in 2020, the go-to social media platform for a lot of dancers is Instagram. Yes, TikTok is growing in popularity, and we kind of don't really know the future of TikTok right now, but Instagram is still the main platform for dancers to share their work, share their artistry, and share whatever goods and services that they offer. And over time, we have seen dancers with large Instagram followings be able to book dance jobs and work with brands and become dance teachers at popular studios, all because they have a large following. And so the common belief is that you need a lot of followers in order to make money. And that's simply not true. Lots of people, like myself, have been able to monetize their Instagram following by making sure that their Instagram is a reflection of the goods and services that they offer. Instagram is where I make the kind of content that someone who would buy into my goods and services would enjoy, and it's also where I nurture and build a relationship with them. And so when I use that approach, I don't necessarily have to have the most followers, I just have to have the right kind of followers. And also on Instagram, a lot of my posts redirect people to this YouTube channel. And so in this system, my Instagram feeds people here, because for me, this is the platform where I personally create my most quality content, and the content here directs people to my business, which is motion prep. And on this YouTube channel, I also happen to have affiliate links, which is another way that I make income in my dance business. In short, Instagram is an extension of my business. It's not the actual business. And so the success of my dance business does not hinge on how many followers I have or how many followers another brand feels I should have in order to deem myself as someone worthy of giving money to. I get to decide that for myself. And as the Instagram eventually grows, which it will, then my business also grows. The second dance myth that I think that is really holding dancers back from being successful and taking their dance businesses to the next level is the belief that because dance is an art form, it can't be legally protected. And we've heard this all the time before, dances or choreography being stolen and someone else pawning it off as their own. And so the common belief is that that's just something that happens and there's nothing you can do about it. And that's not true. Choreography is technically a form of intellectual property, which means that in some instances it actually can be legally protected. And this is what a lot of legendary choreographers like George Balanchine, Alvin Ailey, and Twyla Tharp all knew when they were creating their work, which is why in order to perform their work, it has to be done under specific regulations and has to be licensed from their estate in order for someone to have permission. And because their works have become so historic over time, people are willing to pay whatever it takes in order to perform them. And so that's why you don't see performances of Jules or The Upper Room being performed all willy-nilly, because not only do they have to have permission and pay, but there also are specific guidelines that have to be followed to ensure that the performance is actually put together well and done to their standard. And so even if the person has passed away, they have someone who they've appointed to make sure that that follows through. And so that is one of the ways that dance can actually be protected legally. For a full 1-hour masterclass on how to protect your dance business legally with attorney Lika Colwell, I actually have a full lesson in the Dancers Moved by More Club, which I will link in the description box below. It's a full hour, so much useful information, but it's only available in the club. So if you want to join, I will have it linked in the description box below. And actually when you join, you'll have access to all the past lessons that we've had so far. So if you're looking for a supportive dance community who are all ready to level up, it may just be the club for you. The third dance business myth that I really feel is holding dancers back, and this one really goes for dancers who are hesitant about starting their dance businesses, is the belief that you have to be an expert. This is not completely true. I would say it is true if you're looking to teach more of the historical art forms like ballet or specific techniques of modern or cultural and tribal dances, because you want to maintain the integrity of the art form and you want to make sure that you're not disrespecting any marginalized cultures or people, and that's a whole other conversation. But also it could apply if you are looking to actually work with dancers who have injuries. Don't be out here playing doctor. Don't fool yourself or anyone else. But if you are looking to delve more into topics like connecting dance and parenting, or dance as an educational tool, or connecting dance and a specific kind of diet, those are things that you don't necessarily have to be an expert in. You just have to show that you're dedicating to learning more information as you go on your journey of whatever it is that you're doing. And so that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm not an expert on business, but I have a dance business, and I've learned so much just in this past year and a half when it comes to having a dance business, and that is what has made my dance business grow. And so I figure, why not share that stuff with you guys? And people love a journey. They want to know that the person who they're getting information from can actually relate to where they are because they've been in their specific position. And so I'm able to relate to a lot of dancers because I know how it felt to constantly be struggling financially all the time, or how it felt to constantly think if I should be jeopardizing my integrity for the sake of a job. And so I'm able to relate to people in that way, and as I learn more things and grow, I bring it back and share it with you. And over time, I've shown that I am dedicated to bringing that information back with you, and that I am so into research and constantly reaching the next level in my dance business so that I can bring back the most updated and helpful information possible for you guys as you grow too. And this gives the people who are following you room to give you grace if you do have a mistake. Sometimes I do still worry about finances, and sometimes I am still worried about whether or not I want to dance professionally. And so those conversations can still come up because I know those are conversations that other people are having, and other people realize that I'm a real human being. And so there's room for mistakes, or there's room for these more human moments, and that will only make your audience more attracted to you, not just for what you offer them, but just for who you are. And so sometimes being an expert doesn't always matter. Just being super transparent, sharing your experiences, and showing that you are dedicated to growth matters a lot more. And this kind of connects to my fourth dance business myth, which is that you have to have one specific focus, or you have to make content about one specific thing. And so if you watch YouTube videos here on business, they're probably going to talk about niching. You have to have a niche. You have to know your niche. You have to have one specific thing that you're making content about. And although I do feel like a niche is important, I do think that focusing too much on your niche can actually leave you feeling restricted and can limit the kind of content or kind of goods and services that you're going to offer. And I have seen this so much on YouTube, you guys. There are people who start making videos about one specific topic, and they do it for so long without ever drifting away from that topic that when they finally decide to make something new, then their audience kind of gets mad at them because that wasn't what they expected. And so I didn't want that to happen, and also I knew that I would get bored making videos about the same thing. which is why sometimes you may get a dance tips video, another day you may get a clothing haul, or another day you may be sitting right here watching a dance business video. And so that gives me the room to really explore every one of my interests and not ever feel restricted. And you have to remember, your audience also is a multifaceted human being. They aren't just interested in one thing. They have so many other things that impact their life, and it only benefits you to tap into those things every once in a while. And so that is why I have a lot of variance here on my channel, and also in the things that I offer through my business. And so having a niche is important, but it's not the most important thing. You want to make sure that what you're building has the propensity for longevity. And you can only do that if you know that you're going to have the ability to change and morph and grow over time. So don't get too focused on your niche. Don't get too focused on sticking to one thing. If they are a well-rounded human being and you're tapping into those different things that may also matter to them through your content or through your goods and services, it's only going to allow you guys to grow together. And my fifth dance business myth that I really think is holding dancers back is the belief that you have to be the best or most talented dancer. It's simply not true. It's not true. What really makes a dancer stand out is what it is that they bring to the choreography, or what new value or perspective they bring to a conversation. There will always be room for improvement. This is something that I know very well. There are so many aspects of dance that I wish I did better and I wish that I was better at, but I am good at what I am good at, and I'm able to market that. And so my success of my dance business isn't hinged upon whether or not I make those improvements at a specific rate. It's more based off of how I show what it is I'm good at and how I'm bringing value. And then the great part about that is that it allows me to really enjoy dance and improve at my own natural rate and have patience with myself, which for dancers can kind of be hard because we're always trying to reach this next level of perfection. But when you decide to make your dance a job, or you decide to really conduct yourself as a dance business, you want to make sure that you're still enjoying dance. And I feel like because I take that pressure off of myself, I'm really able to still enjoy and love dance. And then if I improve, then that's just icing on the cake. And so that is it, you guys. Those are the 5 dance business myths that we need to stop believing. Let's stop believing all of these negative thoughts about ourselves that are honestly hindering us from being successful as dance businesses and creating new opportunities and making amazing work. I feel like these are some really common myths that we are believing, but like I said, if there is a belief that you are having that is holding you back, let me know in the comments down below so I can, tell you to let that go. Let it go. But if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like and go ahead and subscribe. I have so much dance content here on this channel, and I'm gonna keep making more, so it's just gonna keep coming. I'll see you guys in my next video really soon. Later.